Hi there, I'm Wayne Caruk. I am the proud owner of this hockey stick. It could be possibly be one of the oldest in Canada. I used to have a little lawn and garden business, and one of my customers was a client of mine, and I looked after this person for a few years. And it came time for her to move, and brought up this old hockey stick. She thought her husband would like me to have it because if he was alive, he knew we would have got along great talking about sports. So I didn't really want to take the stick because I had no use for it at the time, even though my kids played hockey. But I just took it home, and you know, it was a nice gesture on her part. And I took it home, and it sat around the garage and the basement for about 10 years. I almost threw the stick out a few times because it just got in the way. I was wondering, it just missed the garbage a couple times each week, and I just happened to bring it out one time and put it on the wall because I was making a sports room. And then me and my family seen a stick that looked like mine on TV, and I think it was on breakfast television for $1.2 million, and it started to kind of perk up our interest in a stick, so we brought it out and showed some of the family members and all that, and then we just kind of let it go again for a couple more years. And there was another stick that was on TV and on an auction, and that perked our interest again, so I started to pursue it and start talking to some of the historians, which I got a hold of Bill Fitzel, which is down in Kingston, a historian, very well known in the hockey world, and a fellow out in London called Brian Logie. He's another historian which the Hockey Hall of Fame uses for his expertise on artifacts in sports memorabilia. Anyway, I talked to Brian Logie out in London, and he invited me out to his house, and he started to do a little research on the stick, and he thinks it was closer to 1870, made by the Micmac Indians, and it was made out of, I think it's called a hornbeam, and there's another name for it called ironwood, and he's pretty sure it was hand carved by the Indians, but also the blade was cut. There was drum sanders that came out in 1896. But my stick didn't have any sand marks on it, so he knew right then it was well before 1896, which he thinks it might have been back into 1870. And then I got a hold of Bill Fitzel again. He endorsed it and got it authenticated, and he's got a signed document here that it's a real, unique, rare stick. And he's well aware of sticks that are worth $2.2 million, which I saw at the Hall of Hockey Fame. When we took our stick down, Phil Pritchard, he just loved our stick, wanted us to donate it to the Hockey Hall of Fame, but I declined at the time.
Why do you want to sell it right now?
Well, I'm 71, and I think I'd like to really help. I got 7 grandkids. They're all starting to get into school now, and I wouldn't mind a little bit from my wife and me too. Maybe buy another boat if we can. But I would really like to help the kids. It's just our immediate family, my son and daughter. They each have so many kids. And it'd just be great, and we're very close as it is. So I'd like to donate maybe 10–15% of it toward kids hockey or unprivileged kids, and that is a must because there's so many kids. I know you've heard this speech before and different people, but they do need help. Hopefully, I'd like to keep it in Canada. I think it's important to the hockey world that it should stay in Canada and really show off our heritage, our game, you know, in Canada here.